Welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're doing a Ironclad run. We're almost to the top. We have an elite to fight next, so let's just go ahead and do that. We're right here, heading for an elite battle. There's two more left for Act 1. Oh, let's go with this one. We'll see what it is and how bad it can be, but we'll get a relic if we can take... Ooh, gremlin knob. We'd get 2 gold, a relic, and get to have a card. Gets enraged for the rest of combat. So this little gray space here is going to happen the very first turn, and then it's going to go down here and stay down here. And enraged, after you play a skill, you take a damage. Ooh! And because we are playing solo, you can see 1 player, 2 player, 3 player, 4 player. He's going to have 14 health. So let me get that set up. Alright, so for boss battles, you have this neat little tracker that comes with the game. So we'll put that here, move the die over. I don't think he doesn't use the die, so that's not going to matter. And 14 health, so that's not terrible, but it could get bad if he keeps hitting us for 3. Okay, let's begin the battle. And I have to remember all of my stuff. Start of combat, heal 1 wound, so we're full. Start of turn, gain your leftover energy from last turn to a maximum of 6. I don't think you can have more than 6 energy. And this is the Serpent Head. At a question mark, gain 2 gold when you enter that room. Okay, we're not there, so we don't have to worry about it. But we did get our healing, and we can save energy from turn to turn, up to 6. Very cool. Alright, we're starting with 3. And yep, I've got a shuffle. So, oh, I forgot to put the cube on our boss. So basically, the first thing he's doing is nothing. He's just getting all ragey. So there's that. Alright. He's going to end up getting all ragey for the first turn, so he's not going to hit me. I don't need any defense. Let's hope we can find a whack of attack here for our first hand, so we can dole out as much damage as possible before he comes at us. Alright, what do we have here? We've got the strike, a bash. Ooh, I like that. A strike, a headbutt. Ooh, lots of good stuff. I kind of like the bash because he'll take... Oh, man! If we use the bash, he'll take double damage from headbutt. Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, let's get over to the boss and have our first round. You saw me shuffling. Alright, so here we go. All attacks. Oh, hang on. We've got to roll the die. I keep forgetting. We're going to roll the die because we might get a... defense. And we get a 6. So we actually get 1 block, which is really not going to do us any good because we don't need it. So there we go. But we do get 1 block. Well, the first thing we're going to do, of course, is we're going to play Bash. That's going to cost 2 of our 3 energy. So I'll play Bash. Of course, it's all glare. I apologize for that. So we're down to 1 energy left, which is fine. And we're going to put a vulnerable on him, which is nice because it means, oh, when we do 2 damage to him, 1, 2, the next attack we do to him will do double damage. And for 1, and of course, we're going to play our upgraded headbutt as our final energy, giving a 3 damage, but it's double because of this, so we're doing 6 damage. I love it. So he only has 12, well, he's going right down to 6 health. We've basically knocked him less than half health in the first turn. Excellent. Now, if we can do another 6 health before he even attacks us, or 6 damage, we'll just outright get rid of him. Alright, so enemy turn, he would lose any shields. He doesn't have any. Enemy actions, he gains enraged for the rest of combat. After you play a skill, take a damage. So, and then he will move down here. So he will be doing 3 hits or 3 attacks to us this turn. But now it's the next turn. Let's get into our next turn. And I have to keep in mind we can save energy, but we cannot save block. So there we go. So we're up to 3 energy. The next 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we do 6 damage? Because that would be awesome. We've got a strike. That's 1 defend. We have ghost armor 2. Ooh. Oh, we can't do 6. We don't have 3 strikes. If we had played this. Okay. I guess... I think what we're gonna do, this is ethereal, so if I don't play it, it'll disappear, but when I play it, it goes into my discard pile. So we're gonna play this for 1 energy. That's gonna give us 2 block, which is really nice. 2 block, and then it doesn't really matter. We could play flex, giving us a strength, but oh, this is 0. So for 0, we get +1 strength, which means we add +1 damage. We have 2 left, so we're going to spend the 2, and we'll go over to the enemy. We're going to be playing both of these, so that's 2 damage, 4 damage. So we're putting 4 more damage on him. Wow, this is seeming too easy. So 4 more damage. He's down to 2 health, and now it's his turn. Yes, indeed. So we would discard our cards. He will be doling out 3 damage to us, just endlessly. Oh, did I play a skill? Hang on. I played Flex, which was... Oh, I played 2 skills. Hang on, let's get this right. I played this skill, Ethereal, and I played Flex. I played 2 skills, so I have to take 2 damage for playing 1 for each skill, and then he's going to give me 3 damage. Ooh, this is not as good as I thought. Okay, so 2 damage, 1 for each skill, 1 damage, 2 damage, and he's going to give us 3. So we block the 2, but we're going to take 1, 2, 3. We're down to 7 health. Not too concerned. All right, next round. We just need to do 2 damage to him to defeat him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have 2 damage? We've got 1. There we go. For 1 energy, we don't even need to do anything else. So for 1 energy, we'll spend that. We can do 2 damage and a shield. So we just do 2 damage. Boom! The boss is defeated. And by boss, I mean the elite. So he doesn't get to go. He only had 2 health left. We just did him 2 damage. We have taken out this elite monster. So let's get our rewards. And I also have to remember, at the end of combat, heal a health. So we're going to go up to 8. And now we get 2 gold. Nice. So we're going to get a couple more gold, which is always useful. Now we have 9. We get a relic. We just get another relic. I love this. So the relic we get is a dead branch. Once per combat, draw 1 card for each card in your exhaust pile. Oh, I don't have a lot of exhaust cards, but we'll keep that in mind. And yes, as the game progresses, we're going to end up with more and more and more and more stuff to keep track of. And you know how good I am at that. All right. And then we get a card upgrade as well. Not an upgrade, but we get to pick a card from our cards. So we grab 3, the top 3, and we look at them, and we get to pick one of them. Metallicize, end of turn. This is a power. Every turn we get a block. Flame barrier, costing us 2, 3 block. Deal 1 damage to all enemies that intend to attack you for each sword in their next action. Ooh, or in flame. 2, when played, just gain a strength. Oh, these are all so good. These are all so good. Oh, I don't know. Will we agonize? I'll come back and we will pick one. All right, I have decided, and it will be Metallicize. I like to have a little bit more defensive capabilities for our Ironclad, and this is really cool. So end of turn. Every end of turn. Now, when we play this, it's going to be a power. Powers stay out, and they just remain out for the rest of the combat, unless it says exhaust. Then it goes into exhaust pile. So that's a really cool card to have. And now we are moving up the Spire one more time. So let's go ahead and take a look at the track. Oh, this is pretty awesome. So we are moving, of course, right here to a campsite. We can either heal 3 wounds, which I'm not going to bother, or we can upgrade a card. Oh, and let the agonizing begin. All right, let me look through my deck and see which card we're going to smith and which one we're going to upgrade. All right, I have decided to upgrade Metallicize. What it's going to be for an upgrade is going to end up being 0. So let's upgrade this card, flip it over, and now we get 1 shield at the end of every turn. Well, once we play this card out into our area, and it costs no energy to actually play it. Awesome! All right, that is it. And you know what's coming up next is the boss fight. Oh dear, we are in for a boss fight. I love it. Okay, and that will be Act 1. Can we defeat the boss from Act 1? I don't know if we're going to get completed today, but we'll certainly get it set up. All right, let's take a look, because our next step, we'll have a look at that. All roads lead to the slime monster. So basically our next movement is to go to the Act 1 boss. So I'll remove that. And we're going to take a look at our Act 1 boss, who is the slime boss. And we're going to get him set up for our battle. Oh, this guy's not going to be a pushover. He has some fantastic awards. He's got 22 health for our solo run. On his very first turn, he's going to give 3 of these into our discard pile. These are not great. So these are effect cards. So put in your discard pile, play for 1 energy to exhaust. So basically, eventually they're just going to be clogging up our hand. So we get 3 of them to start with on his first turn. Then he's going to do 3 damage to us, give us 2 more of them, and then 6 damage. And he'll just, I think he rinses and repeats. He just starts going back to the top. To double check that, I don't know if he just gets to the bottom and stays there. Hopefully we'll have him destroyed before he gets down and does that. So it's when he splits, which basically means when we defeat him, on death at the start of the next round, we're going to be summoning, so when we defeat him, we summon a large slime, an acid slime, a spike slime, in that order, from the summon deck for each player. So that we're playing solo, so that will be 1 for us. Wow! Okay, let's get into this boss combat. We'll do a couple of rounds, and that'll probably be the end of our episode for today. Alright, I don't want to forget anything. Yes, we have start of combat, heal a wound, so we go to 9. Start of your turn, we can save leftover energy. Serpent Head, we don't need to worry about that. And once per combat, draw 1 card for each card in your exhaust pile. I don't think I have any cards that exhaust, or maybe I do. Alright, we start off with the battle. We get 3 energy. And let's give our cards a shuffle. We're going to be grabbing 5 and taking on the slime boss. We'll see how this pans out. This could end badly. Or we could defeat him, possibly. And when we go to Act 2, we actually reset all of our health and everything back to the beginning. So fully healed for the next run, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we make it. If we make it into the second act, of course, I'll just continue the playthrough. If we die here, well, that will be the end of it. All right, 5 cards. What do we have? A headbutt. Love it. 3 damage. 1 shield, 1 shield. And a couple of swords. So I think we're just doing straight damage to him. He is not giving us any damage this turn. But yes, we roll a die because it might make, well, it'll just give us a defense. So we rolled a 6, which actually gives us 1 block that we don't need. He does not have any dice abilities on his card, so I'll just leave that there. Alright, let's get over to the slime boss and play our card. We have 3 energy to spend. Alright, I think this is going to be a pretty quick little turn because we have nothing in our discard pile. So we're just going to spend all 3 energy, all for attacks. That's going to be 3 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage, and that's it. We're not going to play any of our defense cards. So we just do 5 damage. 1, 2, and he's 17, I believe, right? 17 to 22. Yeah, so he's down to 17 health right off the bat. Okay, well, yeah. And then then we discard our cards. We've spent all of our energy, and now he's attacking us, and yep, we're going to get 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, into our discard pile, which is a pile of you-know-what, because these are basically useless cards. They'll come back to bite us later on. Okay, not as bad as the days, though. Alright, so he did his stuff, and then he goes down to the next level. So next turn, he's going to do 3 damage to us and give us 2 more of them cards in our discard. Alright, let's have the next round. And by round, of course I mean turn. The round is the entire combat. This is each turn. So at the start of our turn here, we are going to 0 block, 3 energy. We have nothing exciting up here. Once per turn, draw a card for each exhaust. We don't have any exhausted cards. We will have to re-roll that. Alright, let's grab our 5 cards and see what we can do against the slime boss before he kills us. Metallicize, yes! Oh, I'm so excited about that. Ghost armor, too. He's doing 3 damage. That's, oh, I'm pretty excited about this. Well, okay. And then we have to roll the die. So let's roll the die. And we get a 6 again, which gives us 1 block because of our loaded die. But we are going to play Metallicize. This is no exhaust. So this is just going to stay out, which I have to remember. At the end of our turn, we're going to get a block. Every time. That didn't cost any energy to play. We might as well play for 1 energy the ghostly armor. So that's going to cost us 1 energy. That's going to give us 2 blocks. So now we're at 4 blocks. So we're at maximum block. We still have 2 energy left. And of course with the 2 energy left, we will do 2 damage for the 2 strikes. So let's go give that to the boss. Alright, didn't really give him a lot of damage, but he's down to 15. And it's time for him to bring the pain to us. So yes, he will be doing 3 damage. We do have 4 block though. Because at the end of our turn, Metallicize happens, we go from 3 to 4 block. He does us 3 damage, we block it all, so we don't take any wounds. Excellent. But he is going to give us 2 more of these rotten cards into our discard pile. And that's not good. I don't like that. I do not like those cards because they will clog up our hand. However, and then he moves to the next step. So next time, he's doing 6 damage to us. Ooh! 6 damage. All right, let's have one more turn for this episode. One more turn. That's what this game's all about. One more turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we have? We have Flex, costing us nothing. Bash. Ooh, he does half damage. Oh no, he does -1 damage, not half. Darn it. But still, -1 damage is better than anything. So 2 Rage for Rage. 1 block for each attack in your hand. Ooh, and we have 1 attack. So we have 1 attack. We have 2 attacks in our hand. So if we play this, we'll get 2 block. Okay, I might have to do a little bit of thinking here now. So we have 3 energy for this turn. We've got 6 attack coming at us. Flex costs us nothing, so that's going to give us 1 strength, which is going to double. Oh no, it's going to add +1. I shouldn't say it's going to add +1 to our attacks. And then we are going to play for our first energy. This is 1 block for each attack in your hand. So that's our first energy. For each attack in our hand, we have 2 attacks in our hand. That's going to give us 2 block. Now we could play another block, but then we could only play... Well, we could play this, Iron. Bash I like, though. That gives us -1 damage. You know what? I might not bother with Bash, though. I have 2 left. So let's play 1 for a block. And then we're going to play the Iron Wave. That's good. Oh, that was 1 for the block, 1 for the Iron Wave. And we will use... What do we need? He's giving us 5 damage. We get 1. You know what? We could just do 1... Actually, this is going to be 2 damage because we played Flex. So 2 damage and 2 block for playing Iron Wave. So 2 block. Oh no, I don't need 2 block. I don't need 2 block because I get 1 for Metallicize. We back that up a little bit. We're going to do 3 damage and 1 block. That's what we're doing. 3 damage and 1 block. So we get 1 block and we're doing 3 damage to him. And now it's Metallicized, so I don't want to forget. We're going to be up to 5 block. All right, over we go. We're doing him 3 damage. All right, that doesn't sound like much. 1, 2, 3. He's down to 12 health. He will be doing us 6 damage. Why did I think 5? Oh, I didn't use Bash. Okay, that's fine. We're doing more. That's what I was thinking when we played the Iron Wave. I'm going to leave it with that. So he's going to do 6 damage to us. We have 5 block. And I'm going to end it off there for today. Ooh, the pain. So he does 6 damage to us. We block 5 of it, but we will take 1. We're down to 8. And let's drop our hand for next episode. We're going to have 1 strike. And now I got to shuffle all this. And I love that the power stays out, so we get a block every time. And I have to double check the boss. I think it cycles to the top again, which means he's just going to keep hammering us with those crazy cards that block everything up. Oof, I don't like those. But we can pay 1 power to get rid of them. Yeah. Alright, so 1 card. Our second card is another strike. Our third card is a defend. Our 4th card is a strike. Oh wow, we're not getting any good cards. And we get a flex. Okay. Ooh, actually, you know what? That's not bad. So that's going to be our hand when we come back tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to get 3 energy. Sitting at 8 health. We have Metallicize. This is our hand. Looking not too bad. And when we come back tomorrow, we'll continue and see if we can take out the slime boss. Alright, well that's going to wrap up our playthrough for today. We're taking on the slime boss. We've got a long ways to go yet. I like that we got our flex, which means we can do actually 4 damage. Actually 6 damage to him next time. Ooh! However, I think this does go back to the top. So he's going to be doing no damage to us, but he's going to be giving us 3 of those rotten cards to our discard pile, which is bad news. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Slay the Spire. We're in Act 1 with the Ironclad. We're just going to go as far as we can go. So if we can get through Act 2 and into Act 3, you'll see a lot of content. If I get smoked, then you won't. So thanks so much for watching along, and I really appreciate it. It helps with my channel. I hope you join me tomorrow for the continuation of Slay the Spire with the Ironclad. I'm pretty sure we'll finish off the battle. We'll either lose or win against the boss tomorrow. So thanks so much. I hope to see you then.